draft here, so
Yeah,
go,
we're
TJ,
going.
go.
Bans were Sengoku got rid of Gragas and Cannon. Victim banned out Evelyn and Shyvana. Hey, here are the picks, Daniel. What do you think?
I'm trying to like internalize all of this at the same time.
Daniel's not used to speed running.
You know, even as a kid, I was never good at doing things quickly, but I did things precisely. So, you know, yeah. I was good at tests.
You know,
I was really good at taking
a
tests.
lot of the people in my life tell me that I move too slowly. So the fact that I'm like blasting past you, it's a bit dangerous. We're going to start this game on Victim's perspective. Let's just talk about what they've changed from that first game. They do have a Draven and an Aurelian Soul. The Aurelian Soul will give them a little bit more teamfight wombo combo power. You also have the Janna for just infinite CC in the backlines. Not a whole lot of AoE on this squad, but they do have much more damage.
Yeah, you know, the more I look at this comp, the more I feel like everyone's just kind of solo queuing it right now. I don't really see a whole lot of synergy at the moment. Maybe something like Janna Draven, kind of, sort of. Maybe with the Janna with the Lee Sin, because he's going to jump in and get that shield. Aurelian Soul just seems like he's going to do his own thing. And we've seen people doing their own thing kind of work sometimes, but I'm not sure it's going to work against a team like Sengoku Gaming.
Yeah, if you are just joining us, Sengoku are 1-0 up in the series. If they win this game, it is all over.
And
Sengoku...
it's not just a normal one. Oof. Oh, no. Okay, well, he's fine.
Just Catholics.
So...
No.
You know, it's 1-0, but it was a slam dunk of a 1-0. It was like, you know, LeBron James going up there and windmill 360 hammering it down of a 1-0. So, you know, it's still 2 points, but it's kind of devastating if you're the other team.
Yeah, and I do want to give some accurate context here, as we've talked about Hark and Rush, at least, as well as several of the other players over on Sengoku are former Arena of Valor pros. Several of them were on the Japanese team that went all the way to their Line app. Several of them were on the RPL teams in the RPL League. We do get a little bit of action breaking out here. Deja Vu, the Alistair, in huge trouble, racing away from the flash forward on Draven. Kill will go, but not for sure. It'll be traded 1-for-1. I apologize, I'm tripping over my words. I didn't expect to see a flash forward under turret from a Draven.
Yeah, we're getting a Minecraft share screen right now for ourselves as well. So apologies, guys. A little bit of technical issues on our end. Hopefully not on your end. But that Draven was doing pretty massive damage. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish that off. He was running for his life. Let's take a look at it once more. Very nice push over to the side to make sure he gets maximum damage. And again, why do the axes always land in the perfect spot for them, TJ? I never know.
Because they're better than you, Daniel.
That's true.
It was a really well executed play, but it's been immediately punished as Victim are able to bring their Lee Sin down towards the bot lane, keep the pressure up, and that's what they needed to do. 2-1 in the trading. We talked about this at the end of the last game. We said what you need to do versus a team like Sengoku that is capable of just strangling you out of objectives is constantly press them in response, keep them on their toes, stop them from being able to set up their ideal team fights. And that is exactly what Victim are doing in this second game.
Yeah, and you can see them even taking the vision from Sengoku here as well. They're doing all the little things to make sure that Sengoku can't just go on their merry way and do whatever they want here.
We're going to try and switch perspectives over to the Sengoku gaming side here. Riding still aboard Deja Vu. Dave, if we have some downtime here, Alistair will go in. Headbutt pulverize. We have no downtime. Aurelian Soul sweeping in round the side. So instead it's the turn. A huge shockwave. And that will be Sengoku looking damn good in this fight. As Rush sweeps through the backlines. The Wukong claiming kill after kill. And another good fight to Sengoku.
That was an absolutely beautiful ult coming out from, I believe Hawk is on the Oriana. And that allowed him to pick up so many kills there. But the very last kill I want to point out here is the Alistair just kind of poking his head back in at the last moment, and Draven taking the bait and his life as well.
What a great shockwave there from Hawk. Really well played, and this is kind of what you're seeing from Sengoku, just a very experienced team who's used to playing together. We're going to get another Drake fight, yet again, started by the Headbutt Pulverize as Dejawu opens up this fight. Monsoon will stall things out. That's the Janna ult, just making sure there's a safe place.
I'm not sure she needed to use it, though.
Teams to play behind. Around the Drake, this gets even more spicy. Back in a second time. Great Headbutt Pulverize. And the damage from this backline misfortune just does not stop. Moon with another kill.
The funny part about that fight was Janna actually secured the Drake, which is something you don't really see it all that often. You don't see it all that often. Yeah, this is the... Oh yeah, this is this fight. So
was it an auto attack? What? Hold up.
I think it was an auto. The Drake had like no health left, and yeah, you get the Drake in there.
The Janna Victim stealing away the Drake there, so at least Victim get a Drake out of that fight.
Janna, I think she may do the least damage of anyone in the entire video game. So just like
Oh, I was gonna say Nami does even less damage, but she can empower her auto attacks, and Janna can't do that.
It's really hard for Janna to do that, but able to get it in the end. We got some GAs on both of our ADCs here, so a bit hard to get to the back line. Both of me kind of annoying to deal with, but all that said,
it's actually, I think the Janna steal I think is worth talking about, because that does mean that Rush missed Smite, which is kind of not a mistake you'd expect. From such a decorated... Again, Rush played in the RPL, the Thai Pro League for Arena of Valor. Very good, very decorated player. You don't expect mistakes like that.
Yeah, not just the RPL, but the GCS and like a bunch of other leagues as well. So, Draven, you're in trouble. Draven, where are you going?
Good talk, Draven. Q will be knocked into GA. We'll see if there's any attempt to bail them out, but... Oh, as the Shockwave yanks them back into bullet time, it'll get messy. But those key ultimates are down. So Victim will try and make something of it. They knock Moon into GA. But of course, the GA was available, so there is no kill. And that's a 1-0 trade. Now 9 kills to just 2. Sengoku in a dominant lead, and they're going to take away that Rift Herald as well.
Yeah, you can tell that it's a dire situation here for Victim when Draven goes down near his turret and no one really wants to step up and help him, except for maybe the Aurelion Soul throwing up a couple of abilities there. They're able to get the GA away from the misfortune, but that's all the consolation that they're going to get here.
Yeah, really, really well played. With those team fights in their pocket, I think Sengoku can do what they always want to do, what Hawk's teams always want to do, which is just chill out now. Take advantage of the win and slow down their state of play. Once we've done that, Sengoku can leverage their team fight advantage for all of these major objectives over the next few minutes, take the Baron, and the game without taking another major team fight, unless it's real good for them. If Victim want to change that, if they want to disrupt that, what are the steps, Dan?
Well, before the game started, I wanted them to kind of mess with Rush's rotations as a jungler, because he typically follows a normal AoV standard, but this kind of late at this point. I think that really they want to do what they started the game off with, right? Trying to go for really risky kills at this point, because I think
Where's that all going? All the way across the map.
Right.
Just
did
disrupt a back? I don't know.
Not really too sure. But
it doesn't work, whatever it was.
I just feel like the side of Victim Esports has to take major risks here to come back, and unfortunately they're just getting jumped on.
We did swap over to the Sengoku POV just in time for them to find a kill. Rush now needs to play well, and he does, shutting down the Olaf over there in the Baron lane. Meantime, we'll have a Brawl developing here in the mid lane. Oh my lord, what a shockwave! Wow. Hawk, you're nuts. The bullet time, if they had believed in Hawk, Slash Moon's bullet time would have found that kill. Hawk said, I'm going to get him with the shockwave, and Slash Moon didn't believe it.
Maybe he believed in him too much. He's like, I think Hawk's going to get this solo kill. I'm going to let him have it.
Hawk doesn't need the bullet time to finish it? Okay.
No.
I like your interpretation. Janna, steal it again!
Not this time. Rush is able to take it down. Ult comes out from Janna, excuse me, and yeah, problematic.
Yeah, not great monsoons, unfortunately, this game. Not much that could be done about it, but...
While we're here, do you know the who's playing the Malphite on Sengoku's side?
we do not have text right now. We are... I don't know how it is for the chat. I assume. Oh, it's cursed. They held the scoreboard button. What a great...
Wow, thank you, Digiwell. X curse. It says X curse's little sister. That's the Japanese part. It says Noimoto. So curse's little sister. Someone's little sister is playing.
Okay. I hope it's all good for the stream. I believe it is. But we are having some internet issues. Dave is, of course, in Korea. I'm in America.
Mine looks okay.
In Japan.
Is yours still blurry? Because mine's okay now.
Mine's okay now, but we are having intermittent issues. So if I miss anything, it's because I can't see it. I can't see that now. Stun lands onto Deja Vu. Baron is up, which is why Sengoku are trying to press their advantage right now. Just zone out control. You can see where those wards are getting put down as well. A very organized vision of the jungle. And that means it's totally safe for them to start this Baron if they want to, or leave it. Either way, they'll know if anything's up.
Yeah, and having that deep vision just allows them so much room to do anything they want, really. Like you said, take the Baron, try to force a team fight. And it feels like Victim can't really go anywhere without being spotted.
Deja Vu's playing this really well. This is like the second really good Alistair we've seen today, but it's just a very, very good support performance. As you would expect.
They wanted to impress you. They wanted to impress you. They're like, TJ's watching. We gotta do good.
Who did that go to? I think, yeah, Rush got that. Does get the kill as well, shutting down the Olaf. I don't know where that was.
Maybe I'm being a bad caster, but I don't really care who got that. I don't know. Just like
you don't care who got the buff.
No, it's just this game is
it's
like
a tragedy for Victim Sengoku running away with it. I don't know. You like to see them get little victories back
from Victim. Maybe they can stop.
Yeah, I want to see Victim get themselves a
blue buff.
I don't know.
We got the blue buff.
From Daniel, let me work up. That's okay. Rift Herald is bearing down on the top line. Has already taken a turret. One fell in the mid lane as well. The Baron's still up. Just thought I'd mention that because
I was gonna say, like they released the Rift Herald and the Baron is just like sitting there waiting to be taken. It's like those are objectives that spawn in the same place. Thinking emoji.
Do you think maybe we could get the big worm as well? Do you think is that an option?
Yeah, we could just use the minions to push down. We don't need Sheldon.
We got ourselves
Sheldon not required.
Warding is put down around the Baron again, proving that Sengoku do in fact know it exists, but they're still not interested in fighting for it.
This is just almost a carbon copy of Game 1 with maybe a few more kills going Victim Esports' way.
Swap over to Victim's POV. Oh, that was you can see Q using the Draven ulti to check Baron there. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, they are forced to use the ulti because they're down. Let's count them 5 turrets, as well as many dragons, except for that first one.
One turret.
A lot of
Welcome to counting with detail. We did just have a disconnect from producer Dave, so I apologize if we missed anything. Doesn't look like it, though. A little bit of a brawl actually breaking out. We almost missed something. Monsoon will be spent by Victim very defensively. That's actually a very good Janna ultimate. Disengages what was a threat from Rush from the rest of the team.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Previously, I think she used it too soon. In this case, it was right on time, pushing the Rush away, like you mentioned. But oh my goodness, we're just like sitting
fine.
And the Drake goes down.
Yeah, like, Rush is like, fine, I didn't want that team fight anyway. I'm gonna go take a Drake.
Yeah, and the thing is, I believe the next Drake is an Elder Dragon. So as long as the status quo holds, it's just going to be even worse for Victim here.
Yo, you know what's still on the map?
The Baron?
You're right, Daniel. The Baron is still on the map. I don't know why, because Victim haven't had vision or control near it for the last 20 minutes. But
yeah, Sengoku, come on, put us out of our misery. Take the darn dragon. Take the darn
Sengoku
Baron.
could have ended this game. They are playing it
super duper safe, like
super safely.
Just
to be fair, the only way they lose this game is if they lose a fight around the Baron. That's the only way Victim could come back into this. So why take that risk?
I feel like they need to practice, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, just practice taking
God,
Baron
just
under
because he wants to be out. There we go.
Well,
Rush will take the Baron.
But you know what I mean, right? Like practice. You know, the Baron take timing. You know, the
limit
the
testing,
smite timing. Yeah, you might as well, because just taking this game super safely doesn't help you. I mean, in your practice, right? You're not going to get better from this point on. I feel like they could just use a bit more, a bit more of an intense situation.
Throw a little bit so that the game's more interesting.
Exactly.
You gotta play for views.
Exactly. Now you know what I'm talking about.
They take themselves the Baron and will be pressing forward for the game end. Another very good performance so far from Sengoku, failing anything truly spectacular.
Damage! Oh my god!
Yeah, that's just Slash Moon auto attacks. That's just misfortune, baby.
That was his second ability, right?
I think it may have just been the autos.
Just auto, okay.
With the passive, because you can alternate targets and you get an extra chunk.
Ah, right. Well, it's technically an ability.
That is Victim in trouble. Rush to the back lines, and game number 2 is in the bag. Sengoku, with a veteran roster and some all-star plays, have set down a statement, thrown down a gauntlet at the beginning of Wild Rift as they show up here to play a very clean 2-0 over Victim.
Not much else to say there. Complete domination. The most one-sided series of the day by far. And, you know, I'm just happy that we're not disappointed by our old AOV pals. Yeah,
no, this was the first roster that we've recognized, I think, all of the players from. And it was a really, really solid performance. And that's something I'm really looking forward to as Wild Rift continues. We, of course, both cast Arena Valor in the past. Dave, I'd love you to chime in on this with your Mobile Legends experience. But we're getting to see all the really high-level players from other mobile MOBAs start to transition over. And so far, I am not disappointed.
Yeah, definitely. Like today's matches, I mean, the last match, Victim versus Sengoku, you saw Sengoku, obviously pro players from a different MOBA that we mentioned. And then they come in and brought all their discipline and experience they had from other mobile MOBAs, which is focus on objectives. Because the Wild Rift, compared to the PC version, is much faster pace. And to control those pace is basically controlling objectives. They're almost equivalent to each other. And that's exactly what Sengoku did, right? Compared to the opponent. And you see obviously, Victim Esports wanted to control this objective also. But like I said, they're always half a step behind.